Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides to life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Yeah, change your future, starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show. My name is Ralf Friedrichs and I am an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. Let me share this about substance abuse, and I want to be crystal clear because I'd like to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Imagine you're being buried alive. Let's say you're in the coffin, but you also know you're not dead. You don't know how to open the coffin and push the enormous weight of the dirt off the lid. You think of giving up and just laying there and waiting for death to arrive. But you also think about banging on the coffin so that maybe you will unsettle the dirt upon the lid, and then maybe, just maybe, someone will notice and start digging it down towards you to help you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it completely on your own, but you also know that you don't know how to get help. In reality, there are people who can help you standing nearby your grave, but you don't know that. You think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think of death when they are habitually using drugs. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be good at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind when you were abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might overdose? With this, I leave you one thought. Don't be that person in the coffin banging for someone to hear you. Take the first step, make the first phone call, and call me at 844-405-HELP, and let me help you take your life back before your life is gone. Remember, a sober today makes for a better tomorrow. That I can guarantee you, folks. Give a shout out to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. I had a brain freeze there. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach. He's a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand, step by step. Larry, as I do, always tell our clients or our friends or our neighbors or anyone that it doesn't matter where you're coming from, folks. It doesn't matter what yesterday was for you. What matters is how you react to today and make better plans for tomorrow. That is what matters, folks. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy, 516-485-2741. You can Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Get a hold of Larry Geis. When you call him, you say, "Hey Larry, I heard about you on the Take Your Life Back Today show." GlobalEyeglasses.com, they are focused on saving you money, folks. Over 210 people have literally contacted me from my audience to say, "Listen, Ralph, you're a great addiction recovery coach. You're a great life coach, but I need help to see your videos better. I need to be able to see." So what do? Here's what I'll do for you. I'll let you know what lenses fits your prescription and your needs the best. If you want to watch TV and read, and possibly look at the computer screen every once in a while, I will say, "Listen, Mrs. Smith, you need progressives." If you want to go outside and you want the lenses to become darker, I'll say, "Mrs. Smith, you need transitions." If your prescription is very thick and you want cosmetic appearance to be thinner, I'll say, "Mrs. Smith, you need high index." If you say, "Listen, Ralph, I want a frame that has no frame, just lenses," I'll say, "Mrs. Smith, you need a rimless." This is what I will do to help you with over 30 years experience and the quality and excellent prices from GlobalEyeglasses.com. In conjunction, we will make you see my videos better, we'll make you see your TV better, we'll make you see the road signs better. But more importantly, or as importantly, will focus on saving you money. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. Today's topic, folks, 10 things every indecisive person wants you to know. Sushi or Mexican, paper or plastic, quit your job or wait for a promotion. Some indecisions in life are major and others insignificant. Some obvious while others require a little bit more thought. But for indecisive people, all choices have one thing in common. They feel impossible to make. It can be downright frustrating to deal with someone who just can't seem to make up their mind, and for this, as an indecisive person, I'd like to apologize on behalf of all of us. But there's a real reason why people behave this way. Mind you, I am not an indecisive. I'm reading what some guy John wrote to me, and I wanted to utilize this on this show. He writes, number 1, we prefer to just go with the flow. Comedy movie, thriller, we're not going to be the ones to debate it. We care about the company, not the activity. We just want to be around the people that we appreciate being around, and it doesn't matter what we do. It could be any movie, it could be a play, it could be ice skating. We just prefer to go with the flow. Number 2, we are people pleasers at our core. We don't want to upset anyone over a choice we make, whether it's the weekend activity or more serious issues like leaving our job for a new one. Harmony is when everyone is at peace with the decision. We just need to remember to include ourselves in the question. What we do is that we just want to fit, and almost like a chameleon, camouflage around ourselves around other people. Number 3, we may identify as highly sensitive. Highly sensitive people have an acute ability to recognize subtleties and details which could make decisions more challenging. This comes from Elaine Aron, who is a researcher, and pretty much what she's saying is that people that when she says sensitive, she is pretty much saying is that they worry, or they contemplate, or they judge what other people think of them, what they say to them, and so they will just about do anything to change the other person's thought about them. In other words, if I hate soccer and you say to me you want to go to a soccer game, if I'm a highly sensitive person, I don't want to argue with you, I'll just say, okay, let's go to soccer, even though I don't like to go to a soccer game. Number 4, we solicit pretty much everyone's opinion before figuring out our own. Mom, Dad, Grandma, the owner of our favorite bodega, whoever they are, they help us make more informed decisions. Number 5, we are reflective. We think long, hard about our decisions because we're terrified of making the wrong decision. We overthink everything. This isn't so bad in the theory, but sometimes that reflection can get the best of us. Research suggests that indecisiveness is associated with excess worry, which, on the other hand, can turn to stress, which is not great for your health. And in more extreme cases, it may also be associated with mental health issues, such as depressive symptoms. Number 6, big decisions are mentally exhausting. We take a long time to make up our minds about monumental changes in our lives, like moving to a different city or taking on a new job. That's because we know how important they are, and we don't want to mess anything up. Because of this, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and that can be taxing on our soul and our body. A pro tip for all fellow indecisive people out there: go with your gut if you're short on time. Researchers suggest following our emotions generally lead to better outcomes rather than analyzing each and every move we make. Number 7, even choosing where to go to dinner can be a chore. I don't know where we should go, but I know definitely I don't want to go to the burger joint, the Asian fusion place, or the Italian restaurant is what most indecisive people will start asking themselves. Hey, knowing what you don't want is half the battle, right? But knowing what you do want, on the other half, kind of equalizes the indecisiveness. Number 8, we sometimes agonize about our decision long after we make it. That's because we're terrified of making the wrong one. We are not big risk takers, and would rather know the outcome as soon as something has been decided, which, as we all know, isn't how life always works. Number 9, a pro and con list are our best friends. Pros for going on a run. You feel better and you'll improve your endurance. Cons, it's raining and there's a friends marathon on TV. So you'll take one situation like running and you'll say, yeah, it's great for my health and it'll do me wonders. And then turn around and say, but look, it's cloudy. And look what's on TV. That is a pros and cons list. Number 10, we're really proud of ourselves when we efficiently make a decision. It is an accomplishment, especially for an indecisive person. Little by little, we're trying to be more strong-willed, even if that means just making split-second choice on the chips to bring to a party. Practice makes perfect, right? To all our decisive loved ones, thanks for taking charge when we can't. Let's just say if there is one thing on which we'd be quick to make a decision, I'd be that we weren't so indecisive in the first place. It'll be that we wouldn't be so indecisive in the first place. That would be the quickest decisions that these folks can make. 10 things every indecisive person wants you to know. Whether it's sushi or Mexican, paper or plastic, quit your job or wait for a promotion. Some decisions in life are major and others insignificant. Some obvious while others require a little bit more thought. But for indecisive people, all choices have one thing in common. They feel impossible to make. It can be downright frustrating to deal with someone who just can't seem to make up their mind. And for this, as an indecisive person, written by someone else because I am decisive, but this is written by John, I'd like to apologize on behalf of all of us. But there's a reason why we behave this way. Number one reason is because we prefer just go with the flow. We're like the salmon that are swimming upstream. We don't want to turn around and swim downstream. Number two, we're people pleasers at our core. We'll just about agree to do anything. We just about agree with any subject. We don't want to debate or argue. Number three, we may identify as highly sensitive. We also treat life as if we were walking on eggshells. Number four, we solicit pretty much everyone's opinion before figuring out our own. Everybody sounds right, but we haven't even figured out what we really want. Number five, we are reflective. We think long and hard about our decisions because we are terrified of making the wrong decision. Number six, big decisions are mentally exhausting. We take a long time to make up our minds about monumental changes in our lives, like moving to a different city or taking on a new job. That's because we know how important they are and we don't want to mess anything up. Because of this, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and that can be taxing on our mind and on our body. Number seven, even choosing where to go to dinner can be a chore, whether it's Mexican, whether it's Chinese, whether it's pizza. But as long as it's not that hamburger joint down the road, we are subject to open anything. Number eight, we sometimes agonize about our decision long after we make it. We second guess ourselves in every move we make in life. Number nine, pros and cons lists are our best friend. I want to go jogging today. I know it's great for my health, yet it's cloudy outside and there's a great MASH rerun coming on TV. That is your pros and cons list. Number 10, we really pride ourselves when we efficiently make a decision. Little by little, we're trying to be more strong-willed, even if it means just making a split decision on what chips to bring to the party. Practice makes perfect, right? To all our decisive loved ones, thanks for taking charge when we cannot, John writes. Let's just say, if there was one thing on which we'd be quick to make a decision, it'll be that we weren't so indecisive in the first place. There is nothing wrong with being indecisive. There's nothing wrong with being decisive, but indecisiveness does take a toll on the body and the mind. It might even take a toll on relationships, folks. Because if you're a husband or a wife and you just can't make up your mind and you second guess every little move, things can be exhausting in that relationship. Folks, I'd like to just ask you all to please, if you're going to make changes in life, to please start with very small steps. I always use this analogy that you cannot get from one side of the road to the other side of the road in one giant leap. You need to walk, step across that road. And like anything in life, always look left and right for any danger. And that includes your changes in life. Always look left and right, make small steps, proceed with caution. And if you want to make the changes today because you have alcohol and drug addiction issues, the first step, because there are two steps, the first step is to admit to yourself, that's all I'm asking, that you have that problem. Because as long as you can look in the mirror and you cannot even realize that you have a problem, you'll never get help for yourself. Sure, you might quit because somebody was yelling at you for a temporary fix, a month or two, but then go right back. When you finally realize that you have a problem when it comes to drugs and drinking, it is then when you reach for your higher power and start asking for guidance and directions. Carrie Underwood sang a song, Jesus Take the Wheel, and it's so true. Let God take the wheel of your life and guide and direct you. Remember, we were created by the Almighty, and if you really look into the detail of when people believe in God and people live their lives according to the Bible, how their lives have flourished from almost rags to riches. And I'm not saying in a money sense. I'm just saying their life could have been so bad, laying down in the corner of a street somewhere, and then they found God, and suddenly they're doing better. They have a job. They have a room maybe somewhere. But if you ask God for guidance and direction, He will, guarantee you, will guide and direct. Make the two changes. Step number one is to admit to yourself you have a problem. Break that wall of denial. And step number two is seek for your higher power. And then, at that point, come up with an action plan. Your action plan is now who to seek help from. How bad is your drug and alcohol? If it's really bad, you might want to check into rehab immediately. If it's not so bad, if you feel that you can maybe just start off by getting support from someone, call people like Larry Geis, 516-485-2741, or call me at 844-405-HELP. You can also start with AA. AA offers daily meetings for about an hour and a half. I did go to AA for a few classes, but I found it really didn't help me much. Reason for that is I'm one of those addicted people that just needs to live and breathe sobriety. What does that mean? That means I need to educate myself daily. When I do these shows, I come up with the topics, I come up with the material to talk to you, to do things such as read these letters that I get from people like John about 10 things every indecisive person wants you to know. And when I read these and I do the editing and the producing, I absorb. My mind is like a sponge. So you have to remember, from morning till night, I live sober. I live sobriety. And folks, there is a reason I do these videos. It is to help you, but more selfishly, it helps me also. If I get two people, you and me, each and every time I do a video, it was a success. But if I get more, like I know I do, I feel very proud, I feel accomplished, and I feel like my mission and my passion have been satisfied. So folks, start remembering that a sober day, just a sober today, 24 hours, wake up sober, go through the day sober, go to bed sober, wake up sober, and etc. Sober today. I promise you, we'll make a better tomorrow. And if you start leading by example in your household, as the mother, the father, the grandparent, the legal guardian, if you lead by example, folks, your children will follow your lead. So if you don't drink and you don't smoke and you don't use profanity, that's exactly what your children will do. And I'm not saying that when your children leave the house, they'll never do any of that, because that would be foolish for me to say that. But what I am saying is that you'll have the knowledge of knowing that you have laid the proper foundation for your children, and that is to teach them to love, respect, show compassion towards others, and not to use profanity, not to drink, not to smoke, not to hate. Lay the foundation at home and prepare your children for the real world. Lead by example. Become the hero and the role model that you are supposed to be. All changes, like I said, happen in small steps. Utilize them. And it doesn't matter where you've been, folks. I know there are some people sitting out there in my audience, whether they're incarcerated, homeless shelter, nursing home, a church, even in your living room, your kitchen, you're probably saying, well, God, my past is terrible. Well, who hasn't had a bad past, folks? Who hasn't had war stories from the past? I'm not belittling you for your past, but I am saying it doesn't matter about your past. Your past should become a learning tool, not a crutch to lean on. Your present and your future is what all of us need to concentrate on. Doesn't matter that last week you were laying in the gutter drunk or in your bathtub drunk. What matters is, what are you going to do about it today, and what is your action plan for a better tomorrow? Well, I can guarantee you, for a better tomorrow, the first way is to start with a sober today. That, my friends, I will guarantee you. Get a hold of me at 844-405-HELP, 844-405-HELP. I say that nice and slow, 844-405-HELP, and let me help take your life back today. It's that simple. I hope to God, no matter where you are watching me, whether it's here in the States, Canada, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, no matter where you're watching me, I hope to God you all have the best day of your lives. But I hope and I pray each and every show that you all have a sober rest of your lives. Call me at 844-405-HELP and let me help you take your life back.
Yeah, change your future, starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. The show is over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Yeah.